So my 10-year-old Hewlett-Packard printer finally died, and rather than keep force-feeding paper because it wouldn't pull it in, I decided to go out and buy a new model. So today I'm going to share with you the features of the Hewlett-Packard OfficeJet Pro 9018. Welcome to another episode of Tech Talk with Troy. Today we're going to be talking about my new Hewlett-Packard OfficeJet Pro 9018. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber, so please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to get notified of new content when it comes out. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for joining me again today. Hopefully this will be helpful to you. So I had an HP printer before, and like I said, it was 10 years old. It stopped feeding paper in. And so I was manually trying to push it in. It would work sometimes and get jammed other times. Finally, I said, no more. So I figured 10 years was a good lifespan for a printer. So I went out and found this OfficeJet 9018. And I'm a real fan of Hewlett-Packard printers. I've had them all but one through my life. I had an Epson at one point, but I always went back to the Hewlett-Packard printers. They're reliable and you can find ink cartridges pretty easily. So we went out and got this one. So far I've had it about a month and I'm happy to say I'm very pleased with it. They've come a long way in printers and I'm excited to share some of the features that this has. So first, let's look at some of the external things that this printer has. So it's got an automatic document feeder, of course, here on the top, as well as, if you lift up the top here, it's got the glass that you can scan documents or photos directly on top of the glass here. So really handy. Also, it's two-sided scanning, so if you're using the document feeder, it'll pull it in and do the second side as well, if you're doing some copying from there or scanning. Also, I like this the output tray here underneath here. You can put this little wing up and it will catch the paper from falling off the end. So that's nice and handy. On the front, you see it's got a little LCD display, which is actually, you can pivot to see it a little bit better. So really nice in its color. So we'll go through that here in a little bit. You can open this front door, and this is where you can get to your ink cartridges. There are 4 ink cartridges, your standard cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. So I like that setup because some of the printers nowadays have all the colors in one block. And to me, that can be wasteful if your magenta runs out and yet you still have full of the other ones. You're kind of out of luck. You got to toss the whole thing and you're wasting ink. So I wanted a printer that actually had all 4 separate ink cartridges, and this one had that. Also, if you can actually change the ink cartridges right from here by just pushing them in, snapping them into place. But if you need some more looking inside, you can actually open this top lid up and see a little further inside where the ink cartridges lay. And also, if there's any jams back in this area, you can get in there and get that fixed. It's got a nice soft close there. Your on-off switch is here, right on the top. You just press that down and let go, and of course it'll turn it on and off. In the front here, you've got your paper tray. It holds all kinds of paper sizes. Right now I've got 8.5 by 11 loaded, but you can also put your photo stock in there, such as 4 by 6 photos if you want to do some printing of photos. Really nice that way. You can also put legal paper in there as well and print legal documents. Once you press the paper in there, it'll ask you to confirm what size is in the tray, and then you just change it or hit OK to confirm that it's the size that it's in there. Then you've got your return tray here, another little pop-up item that helps the paper from going over the end. That's really nice. On this Side over here, you've got a USB in port. So you can actually attach your USB here, and if you've got photos or documents loaded on the USB port, you can put it in there and go to the menu and grab those photos off and print them directly from the USB port. So let's talk about some of the actual features that it has. That's where it really gets kind of cool here. So let's go through some of the main features of this HP OfficeJet 9018. I'll put it on the screen for you for better reference. First of all, it has special power managing features. Number one, you have a sleep mode. So after 5 minutes of inactivity, it'll actually kind of put itself to sleep. Also, it has an auto off mode. So after 8 hours of inactivity, it will automatically shut off. However, if you're using the automatic ink monitoring service that they offer, it will not do auto off. It'll stay on in its sleep mode, so it can keep monitoring the ink and how much is there. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. You can also schedule the printer to come on and off at certain times of the day. So I could see that more in an office setting. Then there's also what's called a quiet mode. This could be helpful if you have small kids in your house, I suppose. But you can use this and it will actually print quieter, but also that will slow the printing speed down. So they said if you use that, just be cautious that you're going to get a slower output of your print jobs. So some of the features and the specifications, let's go through that. Of course, I mentioned that you can do double-sided printing, very handy. You don't have to turn the paper yourself, it does it automatically. You can print in draft mode to conserve ink. That's always nice when you just need a quick document to look at. You don't have to worry about how nice it is, just do one in draft mode. The input tray can hold 250 sheets of regular size paper. It'll hold 30 envelopes, 50 index cards, and 50 photo paper sheets. The output tray can output and hold 60 pages of paper at a time. And they're saying that the document feeder will hold up to 35 sheets of paper. The scanning, you can scan up to 1200 by 1200 ppi optical with 24-bit color, 8-bit grayscale, and 256 levels of gray. The maximum size to scan on the glass is 8.5 by 11. So if you want to do anything bigger than that, you need to put it through the document feeder because it will do legal size paper. This printer does have fax capability. Now, I won't be using that in my house, although I could hook it up to my phone line if I wanted to, but I don't have a phone jack close by, and I really don't fax that much. I do more emailing. So, but if you do need that capability, it's got a full fax suite of options that you can use. So that's good to know if you are interested in having a fax machine connected at your home or place of business. Of course, I mentioned that there are 4 print cartridges. I mentioned those colors already. They're claiming that the draft black and white print speed is 32 pages per minute. The draft color is the same, 32 pages per minute. And then the black, just regular print, is 22 pages per minute. And the color, nice color quality, is 18 pages per minute. And then your print resolution is 1200 by 1200 dpi. Of course, it works with Windows and Mac computers. And then some other features that I wanted to touch on. You can print or scan using the HP Smart app. And I'm going to show you some of how that works here in just a minute. I'll take you right into the app and show you what you can do. You can use your computer for that, or also your smartphone or tablet can carry their app. One thing that I'm just like super excited about is the auto ordering of ink. If you decide to do that, the printer is smart enough to monitor itself. When it gets low on ink, it will actually order the ink for you and have it delivered to your door before you run out. Now, it is a subscription service. When I bought this, I got a free 8-month trial. So I'm looking forward to that, where they've already sent me a box of ink spare already in the mail, and I'm not even out yet. So really nice. You can quickly copy documents in color or black and white right from the glass or the document feeder. You can scan to your computer, so you can set that up where a folder will be there on your computer, and you scan and it will deliver all of the documents that you scanned to that folder. You can also scan to a network folder, so either on your computer or on a network you can set up a folder to receive your scans that way. It'll also allow you to scan to an email address. Of course, I mentioned that you can scan to the USB drive that they have here. You can also copy and print from that USB drive as well. And then they also have a feature called Web Scan, where you can log into your printer through a web browser from anywhere in the world. So really neat. If you need to print remotely, you are able to do that as well. So those are some of the main features of the printer. I do want to take you through the application here so that you can see how that works. So here we have my HP OfficeJet Pro 9010 series showing up. It's telling me that it's online and showing me a little bit estimated ink level there. So really pretty basic. You can get supplies. It's kind of set out by these thumbnail links that you can click on each one. So if you want to order supplies, you of course would click there. They also have a neat little feature called Play and Learn that you can go in there and it'll take you to their web page and print math and science things for your children mostly. Of course, there's stuff for adults if you prefer like to do coloring and things like that. So that's kind of fun and really nice that they provide that for us. So that's one option you can do. Then you have Smart Tasks, where you can set up just one link clicks to print, email, or save to a certain drive. That's very handy if you just want to click one button on the printer itself or from here, and it will do that in one click. You can also use Siri for that as well. Of course, you have your mobile fax. If you have that set up, you can come in here and compose a fax. Camera scan, where you can actually use the camera on your device. Now this would apply to, I'm using the iPad right now to show you this, but it all looks the same on your iPhone or Android device as well. Of course, you have your help and support. You can print photos directly from your device, or you can print documents. And then you have the printer scan feature, where you can of course use your camera embedded into your phone to scan documents in. That's really nice. So you got your right now it's on the scanner, or you could use your own camera and place a document there to scan. You can do copy, same thing. If you just want to make a copy with your camera on your device, you can do it that way. And you can create photo books, which is kind of nice. I've never tried that from HP, but I've got them from other companies, and they're really nice to have around for memories and so forth. They also have other icons down here at the bottom. Your home, which is what we're seeing now. The scanning right there directly. Another link to get to that. View and print. You got all of your files and photos that you can go to directly, and you can add other accounts if you want to. And then you have your settings, so that you can set it up with. So pretty straightforward, nothing earth-shattering, but really handy to have on your actual device. So I wanted to also bring up quickly the Instant Ink plans that you can enroll with. Of course, you've got your free printing plan. You get 15 pages a month for free, and then each additional set of 10 pages is $1.25 so that's for the person that hardly prints anything. Then you got the occasional printing plan for $3.99 a month. You get 50 pages included, and you can roll over up to 100 unused pages to the next month, which is nice. So another each set of additional 10 pages, of course, is another $1.25. Now keep in mind that this is them providing you the ink when it runs out. So you are able to just pay $3.99 a month, print your 50 pages, but when the ink runs out, it will just send you that automatically. Then you got your moderate printing plan for $5.99, which is 100 pages a month, and your frequent printing plan, which is 300 pages a month, $10.99 a month. And then you have your business printing plan, which is 700 pages a month for $22.99. So you have to just decide, and you can change. They say if a particular plan that you signed up for isn't meeting your needs, you can change at any time. So I think it's a cool idea. I'm going to see how well it works. I've got an 8-month free trial, so that's going to be nice. So when you buy a new printer, sometimes they will offer that to you as part of the package deal. So look for that if you're interested in buying one of these smart printers that have this instant ink option. So I hope this video was informative for you. If you're looking for a new printer, this is definitely one that I think is on the affordable. I think I paid $212 for this. So, you know, kind of in the medium range. I know there's cheaper ones out there, but for all that you get with this and the connectivity, the quality and the monitoring and the ink, you know, I think it's well worth it if you're somebody that's really interested in having good print quality at home that's going to be reliable. So hopefully this was helpful to you in your search for a new printer. This is the HP OfficeJet 9018, part of the 9010 series. So they have other ones within this 9010 range. This is the 9018. So thank you for joining me again today for another video with Tech Talk with Troy. If you're not yet a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you as a subscriber so you can also get updates on new videos that I put out there by hitting that bell notification. And we will see you next time when we have a new video on Tech Talk with Troy. Thanks and have a great day.